Have you ever stood up and felt your legs hesitate? Maybe it's a cramp at night, or that strange heaviness in your steps during the day. What used to feel automatic now takes more effort and caution. If you're over 50, these changes might feel familiar. And while they seem small at first, they can grow into real fears about movement, safety, and independence. But here's the thing. What you're feeling isn't always about age or decline. In many cases, it's a sign that your body is missing support, something as simple and powerful as the right nutrients. In this video, we'll explore 6 essential vitamins and minerals that help your legs feel stronger, steadier, and more responsive. These are natural solutions backed by science and found in everyday foods. If you've ever worried about falling, struggled with leg pain, or felt unsure on your feet, this is for you. Drop a comment to share what you've noticed in your own journey. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more clear, useful tips to help you move with confidence and stay active, naturally. 1. Potassium, the cramp fighter. If you've ever been woken up in the middle of the night by a sharp cramp in your leg, you know how jarring it can be. That pain doesn't just interrupt sleep. It stays with you, making you wonder what your body is trying to say. For many people over 50, leg cramps, muscle weakness, or shaky steps become more common. But these changes aren't always just a part of getting older. Sometimes, they're signs that your body is missing something important. That missing piece might be potassium. Potassium is a key mineral that helps your muscles and nerves work together. It keeps those signals flowing clearly, allowing your legs to move smoothly and confidently. When potassium runs low, the communication between your brain and your muscles starts to break down. That's when cramps happen. That's when you feel your legs tremble or freeze. That's when standing up feels harder than it should. As we age, muscle mass declines and circulation slows. These changes make potassium even more important. Without it, your legs can feel heavy, stiff, or unreliable. Low potassium doesn't just cause discomfort. It raises your risk of falling. And for older adults, a fall can take away so much more than your balance. The good news is that potassium is easy to find in real food. And with steady intake, your body can recover. Most people think of bananas first, but sweet potatoes, spinach, avocados, white beans, and oranges actually provide more potassium per serving. Roasted potatoes with the skin on are another excellent option. You don't need to eat the same thing every day. Just include a variety of these foods regularly. Let your meals quietly rebuild your strength. Potassium also helps protect your bones. It reduces acid buildup that can slowly weaken them over time. So while you're helping your muscles, you're also giving your bones the support they need to stay strong. For men, the daily goal is around 3,400 milligrams. For women, it's about 2,600. Most people can meet these numbers through diet alone. If you have health conditions or take certain medications, talk to your doctor. They can guide you on how much potassium is right for you and how to monitor your levels safely. What matters most is not perfection. It's awareness. Many people live with leg pain or fear of falling and don't realize how much better they could feel. You don't need a prescription to take back your strength. You need a decision. A quiet one, made each day at your kitchen table. Picture waking up without cramps, standing without hesitation, walking without fear. It starts with small choices. One meal at a time. Add potassium-rich foods to your routine. Trust your body to respond. Because this isn't just about muscles. It's about freedom, confidence, and knowing your legs can carry you wherever life calls you next. Potassium might be small, but for your legs it changes everything. 2. Vitamin B12, the nerve connector. If your legs have ever felt heavy, numb, or disconnected from the rest of your body, you know how unsettling that can be. Maybe you've stumbled on flat ground, or paused before taking a step because something just felt off. It's not always about strength. Sometimes it's about signals. Your body moves because your brain and nerves send constant instructions to your muscles. Those signals need a clear pathway, and vitamin B12 helps keep that pathway alive and working. Without enough B12, the communication between your brain and your legs can break down. That's when you feel unsteady. That's when your reflexes slow. That's when you start to doubt your own balance, even during simple activities like walking across the room. B12 isn't just a nutrient. It's a lifeline for your nervous system. And as we get older, our ability to absorb it gets weaker. It's a quiet process that most people don't even notice until something changes. You may feel tingling in your feet, or a strange numbness that doesn't go away. Your legs might feel weak, even after rest. These are signs your nerves are struggling. And often they're struggling because they don't have enough B12. The trouble is, B12 depends on stomach acid to be absorbed. But stomach acid often decreases with age. Certain medications, especially those for reflux or diabetes, make it worse. That's why so many people over 50 develop a deficiency without realizing it. If it goes on too long, the damage can be serious. Nerve problems can become permanent. Balance can decline. Memory and focus can suffer too. But when caught early, a lack of B12 is one of the easiest to fix. And the results can feel dramatic. Some people say their energy comes back. Others feel more grounded, more aware of their steps. They describe feeling steadier, like their body is finally working with them instead of against them. B12 is mostly found in animal-based foods. Eggs, fish, meat, and dairy are all strong sources. Shellfish like clams are especially high in it. For people who avoid animal products, fortified cereals and plant milks can help, but supplements are often the most reliable choice. If you're over 60, a simple blood test can show where your levels stand. If they're low, your doctor might recommend a daily tablet or even monthly injections. The goal is to restore what your nerves need to work properly. And when they do, your legs feel it. So do your hands, your reflexes, your sense of control. Because strength isn't just about muscles. It's about the messages that move them. Adding more B12 to your life is not about chasing youth. It's about giving your body the support it needs today, so you can keep doing the things that matter. Walking, reaching, playing, living with confidence. Your nerves are still listening. You just have to give them a clear signal. Vitamin B12 can be that signal. Small, simple, and powerful. The difference it makes is something you feel in every step. Every time you rise from a chair. Every time you walk without worry. And for anyone who's tired of feeling unstable, that difference is everything. 3. Vitamin D, the balance stabilizer. You stand up from a chair and feel a slight wobble. You step off a curb and catch yourself. These moments may seem small, but over time they start to add up. They start to shape your confidence, your sense of safety, your ability to move through life without hesitation. That slow shift in balance isn't always about muscles. It often comes from something deeper, something quieter. And that something may be a lack of vitamin D. Vitamin D is well known for helping your bones absorb calcium, but its role doesn't stop there. It also affects your muscles, your nerves, and your ability to stay upright. Without enough of it, your legs can begin to lose strength, your reactions slow, and everyday movements feel less stable than they used to. As we age, it becomes harder for the body to make vitamin D from sunlight. Skin gets thinner. Time outdoors becomes less frequent. Protective clothing and sunscreen, while important, also reduce how much vitamin D your body can produce. The result is a quiet deficiency that affects millions of adults over 50. And often, they don't know it's happening until the symptoms show up. Weakness, stiffness, fatigue, increased risk of falls, a general sense that your body isn't as steady as it used to be. Falls are not just a scary thought. They are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. And many of those falls start with weak legs and poor balance. That's where vitamin D becomes more than just a supplement. It becomes a line of defense. When your vitamin D levels are healthy, your muscles respond better. Your legs feel more grounded. You can adjust to uneven surfaces or unexpected shifts without overthinking every step. That's freedom. That's independence. Vitamin D also reduces inflammation in the body. That means less soreness, less stiffness in your knees or hips, and a better chance of waking up without that familiar ache that slows your morning down. So how do you get more of it? Start with sunshine. Just 15 to 30 minutes a few times a week can make a difference, especially on your arms and legs. Morning or late afternoon light is best. But don't overdo it, and always be mindful of your skin health. Next, turn to food. Fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, mushrooms, fortified milk or plant-based alternatives. These can all help raise your vitamin D levels naturally. Still, most people over 50 need a little more than food and sun can provide. That's where a daily supplement comes in. Many doctors recommend between 800 to 1,000 units a day, but your needs may vary. A simple blood test can give you a clear answer. What matters most is that you act before the symptoms get worse. Before a stumble turns into a fall. Before weakness becomes part of your everyday life. Your legs are capable of more. Your balance can improve. Your body can still protect you, if you give it the tools it needs. Vitamin D is one of those tools. Simple, powerful, and often overlooked. So take a moment. Think about how often you felt unsure on your feet. Think about how it would feel to walk with more trust in your own body. You can get there, one step at a time, and it starts with restoring what's missing. Let vitamin D be part of that step forward. 4. Calcium, the bone anchor. When your legs feel weak, most people think of muscles first. But the real foundation is deeper. It's your bones. And without strong bones, no amount of muscle can keep you steady. Over time, bone loss becomes invisible. You don't feel it happening, but you might notice how long it takes to recover after a bump, or how much more cautious you've become on stairs. That slow shift can be a sign your body is missing something essential. That something is calcium. Calcium gives your bones strength. It builds the inner framework that holds you upright. Every time you walk, stand, or lift, your bones are carrying the load. If they're weak, your entire body works harder to compensate, and that's when injuries happen. What's most dangerous is how silent it all feels. One small misstep, one fall, and suddenly you're facing a fracture that could take months to heal. For some people, that kind of injury changes everything. It limits mobility. It affects independence. It reshapes daily life. That's why calcium is more than a number. It's a defense, a quiet shield against the setbacks of aging. After age 50, the body loses bone density more quickly. For women, the shift is often faster after menopause. For men, it still happens gradually over time. If calcium isn't consistently replenished, the loss builds year after year. But you can change that. You don't need to rely on pills to do it. Real food, daily habits, and awareness make a powerful difference. Dairy products are a common source of calcium. Milk, yogurt, and cheese are familiar to many people. But they're not the only options. Leafy greens like kale and bok choy, canned fish with soft bones like sardines, tofu, almonds, and fortified plant-based milks are all excellent sources. The key is consistency. Not just one meal or one day, but making calcium-rich foods part of your routine. Your body needs about 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day, depending on age and gender. Most people fall short without realizing it. Sometimes food alone isn't enough, especially if digestion or dietary restrictions get in the way. That's when calcium supplements can help. But more is not always better. Too much calcium can create other issues if it's not used properly by the body. That's where vitamin D plays a key role. It helps your body absorb calcium. Without it, the calcium you take in may not reach your bones. Magnesium and vitamin K also support this process, helping direct calcium to the right places. And it doesn't stop with food. Your bones need movement. Walking, climbing stairs, even light strength training, these tell your bones to stay active. They signal that your body still needs them strong. When bones don't get that signal, they grow weaker, even with calcium. So food and motion work together. One supports the other. This is not just about avoiding injury. It's about moving without fear. About being able to lift yourself from a chair without hesitation. About trusting your legs to take you anywhere you want to go. The strength you want is already within you. It just needs the right fuel and the right support. Make calcium part of that plan. Let it strengthen your foundation. Let it protect the life you still want to live. Because bones don't just carry weight. They carry freedom. And it's never too late to give them what they need. 5. Magnesium, the nighttime hero. You're finally resting after a long day. Then suddenly your leg tightens, your muscles twist, and the pain jolts you awake. That late-night cramp comes out of nowhere. And it takes a while to recover. For many people over 50, this happens more often than they'd like to admit. It's not just bad luck. And it's not something you have to accept as part of aging. Often it's a sign that your body is low on magnesium. Magnesium is one of those minerals that works behind the scenes. You don't think about it every day, but your muscles and nerves depend on it. It helps your body stay calm, your muscles relax, and your movements feel natural. When magnesium is missing, those systems begin to fray. Your legs might feel tight or twitch without warning. You may struggle to fall asleep or wake up feeling stiff and drained. Over time, this pattern wears you down, not just physically but mentally too. The role magnesium plays is simple but powerful. It keeps your muscles from overreacting. It keeps your nerves from sending false alarms. It allows your legs to rest when they're supposed to and respond when you need them to move. As we age, our bodies lose magnesium more easily. Stress, medications, and poor diet can all drain your levels without you realizing it. And when that happens, the symptoms creep in quietly. Cramps, fatigue, muscle tightness, even changes in balance or coordination. For many older adults, magnesium deficiency is an invisible enemy. It doesn't always show up on a blood test, but your body knows. And it's trying to tell you through discomfort, through restless nights, through a slower, heavier step. The solution is both natural and accessible. Magnesium is found in foods you may already enjoy. Leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, and avocados, even dark chocolate and whole grains. By including these foods regularly, you can begin to restore balance. You may notice fewer cramps, better sleep, and smoother movement throughout the day. If food alone isn't enough, magnesium supplements are widely available and generally safe. Forms like magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate tend to be easier to absorb. But it's not just about eliminating pain. It's about what you gain back. The ability to sleep through the night without sudden interruptions. The ease of standing up without tension. The freedom to walk without worrying when your legs might lock up or let you down. Magnesium also supports bone health, working closely with calcium to maintain strength. It helps deliver nutrients where they need to go, preventing stiffness and reducing the risk of long-term joint issues. Think of magnesium as a quiet stabilizer. It doesn't shout for attention, but when it's missing, everything feels off. When it's restored, you don't just feel better. You move better. You sleep better. You feel more like yourself again. If you've been ignoring those nightly cramps or blaming leg pain on aging alone, it's time to listen more closely. Your body may be asking for something simple, and magnesium could be the missing piece. Start small. Add magnesium-rich foods to your meals. Pay attention to how your legs feel when you wake up. If the cramps fade, if the tension lifts, you'll know you're on the right track. Because staying strong after 50 isn't about pushing harder. It's about supporting your body smarter. And magnesium is one of the smartest places to begin. 6. Vitamin K, the Calcium Guide. You've probably heard how important calcium is for your bones. But there's a piece of that story many people never hear. Without the right guide, calcium doesn't always end up where it's needed most. That's where vitamin K comes in. Vitamin K is the quiet coordinator. It directs calcium into your bones and keeps it out of places it doesn't belong, like your arteries and joints. When this system works, your bones get stronger. When it doesn't, stiffness, imbalance, and long-term risk can follow. For people over 50, this matters more than ever. Your bones are already more vulnerable. Your circulation may be slower. And every fall or misstep can lead to a bigger setback. If calcium is building up in the wrong places, you're not just missing strength. You're carrying the weight of silent inflammation. Vitamin K helps reduce that burden. It activates the proteins that bind calcium to your skeleton. It supports healthy joint movement. It even plays a role in maintaining the muscles around your legs, helping them respond with more control. This doesn't just show up on a lab test. It shows up in how you move through your day. Do your knees feel tight after sitting? Do your legs feel stiff when you start walking? These might be signs your calcium isn't being used the way it should. Adding vitamin K can shift that pattern. You don't need anything fancy. just consistent, natural choices. The best sources of vitamin K1 are leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, collards, Swiss chard, and broccoli. These foods are easy to add to soups, salads, or even breakfast smoothies. Some organ meats, like liver, also contain it in smaller amounts. Even one serving of these foods each day can begin to tip the balance. Over time, they help ensure that the calcium you're already taking in actually goes where it matters. Some people may need supplements, especially if they have digestive issues or are on long-term antibiotics. But if you take blood thinners, be cautious. You should always check with your doctor before making any changes, because vitamin K plays a role in how your blood clots. Still, for most people, food is the safest and most effective place to start. You're not adding something new to your life. You're restoring a system that's quietly been fading in the background. And the results can feel powerful. Less knee tension, smoother movements, a stronger sense of balance. You may find it easier to climb stairs or stand after sitting. That ease returns not because of one change, but because the right support is finally in place. Vitamin K doesn't work alone. It partners with vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium to protect your bones and joints. When all four are in balance, your body moves more naturally, more confidently. So don't wait until stiffness becomes pain. Don't wait until fear makes you sit down when you'd rather keep going. Bring back the flow. Help your bones absorb what they need. Let your legs carry you with less effort and more control. Vitamin K may not be as well known, but its impact is lasting. It keeps calcium working in your favor. And for anyone who wants to stay strong, steady, and mobile, that makes all the difference. Your legs carry more than your weight. They carry your freedom, your confidence, your ability to live life on your terms. If they've started to feel weak, tight, or unreliable, that's not just a sign of aging. It's your body asking for help. The nutrients we covered today are not quick fixes. They're long-term allies. Each one plays a role in restoring strength, balance, and control. And the best part is, they're all natural and accessible. Small changes in what you eat can lead to big changes in how you move and feel. You don't have to accept decline as your new normal. You have options, you have tools, and your body is ready to respond. If any part of this video spoke to you, share your story in the comments. We read everyone. And if you want more videos like this, built for real life after 50, remember to like and subscribe. Let's stay strong together.